Hello there. If you remember from last week I shared that there are some facts that we do know about Jesus' earthly family, such as his parents were, of course, Joseph and Mary. Joseph, of course, was the husband of Mary, but not the biological father of Jesus, because the New Testament makes it quite clear that what was conceived in Mary is of the Holy Spirit. Also, I mentioned last week that there are not many facts recorded about Joseph in the Gospels. He's mentioned only with respect to events surrounding Jesus' birth, flight to Egypt, and the return to Galilee. Now, last week I mentioned 4 things about Joseph, and I said that I'll share 3 more this week. So, here we go. The first one is this: the episode in the temple. Now, from what we already know about Joseph, the only reference to him is regarding Jesus' teaching at the temple when he was 12 years old. Everyone who heard him was amazed at his understanding and his answers. When his parents saw him, they were astonished. His mother said to him, "Son, why have you treated us like this? Your father and I have been anxiously searching for you." "Why were you searching for me?" he asked. "Didn't you know I had to be in my father's house?" Now, it's interesting to note that Joseph is not mentioned by name. Neither is there any record of him saying anything to Jesus at that point. It just simply mentions his parents. Mary calls Joseph Jesus' father. Jesus corrects her when he emphasizes who his real father is. This is the last time we hear of Joseph in the scriptures, which means our second point today is that Joseph was not around for Jesus' public ministry. As I just mentioned, Joseph is not mentioned as being around when Jesus began his public ministry. He is noticed by his absence. Now, almost everyone agrees that he died before Jesus revealed himself to the world. And we really know nothing of the circumstances surrounding his death. So, the third point is, how is his death indicated? It's a good question. Now, if you remember when Simeon spoke to Joseph and Mary about their newborn son, we find the following. The child's father and mother marveled at what was said about him. Then Simeon blessed them and said to Mary, his mother, "This child is destined to cause the falling and rising of many in Israel, and to be a sign that will be spoken against, so that the thoughts of many hearts will be revealed, and a sword will pierce your own soul too." He predicted that a sword would pierce Mary's soul concerning Jesus, but Simeon said nothing about Joseph. Now, this may be an indication that Joseph would not be around to see Jesus rejected and crucified by the people whom he came to save. There you have it. 7 things about Joseph that you may not have known before. This has been Coffee with Carney.